So here's the demo for the multi-agent simulation. I have already created a simulation for the hospital. As you can see in this graph right here. Once I get into the demo, it will be more transparent for what it does, but the overall it looks like this. And also in the project, they also prepare like some other example, like creating a game development department, something like that. But yes, today we will just stick on the this one. And regarding this is the files that I have created and experiment with. Um, all right, I will get into this in details later. And here is the model that I'm using today. The first one is the Gemma. Um, so like these two, I mean, this is just the embedding models for like the vector database, because there is something called memory in the project that save the that save the context into a database. So it needs like the embedding models, um, and this is a model specifically for mental health. Uh, and it's just a small model, but like it's just for like demo. Okay, so I will launch this, and I have already prepared some like scenario in this from history, which is something that I implement. So let's start with the COVID-19 launch. So here, you can see like how the workflows is running. Like I mean, like each of these nodes, like they are an agent who is using the local LLM that I showed you before, the Gemma one. So basically, like from my input with the COVID-19, it will create a scenario called environment. And from the environment, it will enforce a patient like that match the environment. Uh, wait, so it already goes there. Um, so, so so from the patients, it will go to the nurse, to like a pre-assessment. Like when you go to hospital, there will be a nurse for a pre-checkup to get your basic information, and the nurse will hand over your information to the doctor. The agent here is doctor intake, meaning like he will be the one that asking you questions like um, to figure out what is wrong with you before sending you to a diagnosis, which is like when he decide to transfer you to an emergency room, or like saying that, oh, you just need some medicines and discharge you from the hospital. So here, there will be a loop of patient interactions, as you can see right here. So this loop does like the basic interactions between the doctor and the patient, as in like um, the doctor will keep asking questions to the patient, and it will create a doctor note in the system. The router is just like routing different nodes, basically. And yeah, so after like a few interactions, a few loops, it will go to the dialog, like it will send all the information, all the assessment with thinking. Oh, I forgot to say. But yeah, so each patient here, like except for the patient, I mean each node here, except for the patient, they have thinking. So the doctor have thinking for like not repeating any questions. So as I have divided here. So like doctor intake. So the role that the doctor intake is a doctor named Carl House, if you know about that series. But anyway, so here is the like the reflection thinking. Okay, so it has been a few looks. We can actually see the chat between between like the agents as well. Yeah, so this is what I mentioned before. So the doctor intake is like asking um the patient questions. Like apparently he's experiment like having shortness of breath, and once the loop is ended, as in like the interaction between the patient and doctor is done, uh, it will generate the final doctor notes, like the final um, summary for the whole question and answers from these two agents, and then it will pass it to like the doctor diagnosis. Yeah, so you can see that like it has like thinking process and everything. So yeah, for the doctor note itself, it's also have like thinking process to like to summarize the note from the doctor. So yeah, it has been done. So let's try. So the doctor decided not to discharge this patient. So it will be like the patient will be sent to emergency room, as you can see right here. So here's his like final diagnosis. So because like we have a COVID-19, um, I mean like the environment is COVID-19, but like the doctor he still need to make assessment before like coming to a conclusion, which is like transfer to ER. So we can see like this summary and the a construction worker with concern about exposure to COVID-19 at work to sick individuals. And if we go back to like to the beginning, we can see the whole workflows that I mentioned. So here is my prompt, the task prompt, like the scenario. So from this scenario, it will create a environment, something like this. Now I can download this log and I'll show you later. COVID-19 20. Okay. All right. So anyway, so from the environment, it will create a patient generator, which looks like this. Like the patient agent will show up to the nurse and like saying his information, like his name, his age, and also like his symptoms or like any relevant information like exposure to COVID-19 with the patients. Um, but it's also a yeah. So the nurse will just like extract all these basic informations, uh, like summarize it before sending the referral to the doctor. So the doctor will have like history, like I mean like asking some questions and there's like the whole interactions go on and so on so on. So you already understand the whole like overview. Time cough medications. Yeah. So once everything is updated, so like the format that this project can handle is a JSON object, which is like make the less make the least hallucinations. So in this simulation, I also like prepare for more than one patient, but like it will create some hallucinations with small models like the one I'm using. So it's like 60. I can show it to you right now. Let's say number of patient is 2. Okay, let's reload. And this time I will go with a, so this scenario is a Chernobyl radiation explosion. So yeah, so let's wait for a bit for it to create the scenarios and patients. So here it creates like 2 patients uh, related to the scenarios. So like because like these 2 patients they are running in parallel, so uh it can cause some like hallucinations, like just sometimes, just like yeah. But yeah, let's just wait for the whole result. It should be coming to an end soon. And let's just wait for a few more seconds. It might be difficult to see, but it's just like an array of JSON objects. Like this one JSON objects, this one, and then there's another one, which is like two patients. So I mean the reason that I need to have the JSON objects um is that um so when working in parallel it cannot uh, split the patients. It, like it needs some JSON object to split the context so that it don't interfere with each other. So that's the whole reason for it. But anyway, here here's the whole diagnosis. So as you can see, like in the scenario, there will be uh, like not all patients go into the same I mean like some will be discharged and some will be transferred to ER. So in this scenario, that's what happens. So let's go from the top. Okay, so as I was mentioning, the scenario is about like Chernobyl, but I don't specifically mention about it. It's just about like radiation burns and confusion. So in the context, it creates two patients. One is Samuel, anyway, yeah, and the other one is Mary. Um, and the whole workflows go the same thing that you saw before. Like Samuel is a construct working on the nuclear, and Mary is like at the park when well, okay, it was a bit distressing. uh, but like that's supposed to happen when you have a radiation explosion, right? But yeah, so the doctor intake will ask the questions. Sometimes it can be a bit like repetitive because like it was mentioning before, like they are at the park. But for other time, like their question can be like new, like similar symptom before. It depends on the model as well. But yeah, um, all right, go on with the whole interactions between patient and doctor. Oh well. I think like since this is a mental health model, so it can be a bit um distressing. This is the first time that I run this scenario as well. So yeah. uh so anyway, so once the whole thing, like the whole interaction is done, it will create a this like doctor notes with the everything mentioned before in the whole interactions, in the whole conversations, uh like this one. and and yeah, the doctor that the doctor diagnosis is that for Davis, he got the PTSD, so he will be, I mean, yeah, well, for Mary's son, I mean, for Mary, she will be transferred to AR. Okay. Yeah, so uh, okay, so that's all. Um, and like I did a few more experience before, but like it's never got this kind of result, which is quite surprising because like I implement the whole thinking process just yesterday, and my simulation is the only one that have this type of thinking to itself. Like for other simulation, I mean for other scenario like the game dev, I can show it to you, but like it's quite simple. Which model is using game dev model name environment. Let's try with Qwen. It is. And this, yeah, wait, I forgot to, oh, wait, no, let's download this first. Radiation scenario. And then today, save. Okay. Yeah, so the craft for the game dev is much simpler. Um, as you can see right here, and let's say like I want a Flappy Bird launch. Wait. I think I missed something. Oh, something. I think I missed something. And then, what does it? Oh, I didn't. Okay, I did things. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I just cancel this things. Just remember my previous server. So anyway, the whole concept is similar to the hospital simulations. So yeah, thank you for listening.